A crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis. Looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live right here on 2K Sports. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. And, of course, Steve Nash. A part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And you can tell Arenas just has that ability as a distributor. He can pick out the ready shooter and get them the rock.
Now here's Randolph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The three, Pippen, and the three ball is good. Pippen's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Timberwolves.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
And the basket by Van Exel.
And this is how unselfish Pippen can be, wanting to find his teammate.
Siakam trying to free himself up. Antetokounmpo, no good. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
Arenas with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Van Exel. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Van Exel's got 7 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
2 big marks there, you're right. And the last 2 lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. McGrady outside. It's to Van Exel. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Trailblazers trailed by 13. Back to Giannis. And it's Randolph with the rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Davis. Back to Van Exel. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And the shot goes down. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
And Giannis knows how to compete. He knows you got to fight for those second chance opportunities.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so here's Portland. They trail by 14. The kick out to Antetokounmpo.
And you know what, call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Barbosa. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. He's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Pass to Novak. Leandro Barbosa on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. With 1 on the clock. And it's good on the layup.
He's a skilled and willing passer. Vince gets to his teammates on time and on target.
And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a
16.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. And stolen by Arenas. For the finish. And it's Arenas with the jam.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Van Exel shoots the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
And Portland has possession following the three by Minnesota.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
If you can't shoot, it's easy for the defense to cut off angles to the rim. But AD can, and boy, did he rock the rim.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good, and Arenas with the assist. And it's 9 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Davis at the elbow. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. At the elbow, it's Bradley. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the passing skills of Giannis continue to improve. His floor awareness has grown through the years.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
From deep three-point range, Serbiak Noblock. Pippen outside. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
The Trailblazers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
It's Davis on the wing. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Down low. Pass to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Minnesota with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. To the paint. And the dunk by Reed.
Oh, that's a nice play there by Barbosa. Handing it off to a ready scorer when things aren't open for him.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Barbosa. Following the basket by Andre Miller. Pass to Van Horn. Here is Watson. Barbosa up top. 8 points for him. Offline from the top of the key.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Lets it go with the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
There it is. His first make from beyond the arc in the second quarter. His third of the game.
Serbia. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Zerbiak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Watson surveying the D. Here's Van Horn. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. 27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Rebound, Minnesota. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Barbosa with it. 11 points in the game. 3-pointer. Cans it from downtown. Barbosa's got a pair of triples in the second now for Minnesota.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Screen by Siakam. No good for Marinas.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Pass to Randolph. Let's go. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers trailed by 21. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Nice awareness there, finding the open man down the court on the break.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Now, here is McGrady. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he ducks the basketball.
Giannis outside. It's stolen by McGrady. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Back to Pippen. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here is Davis. 9 points in the game so far. Here's McGrady. Rebounded by Lambier. A challenging stretch here for Portland. Carter for 3. The shot off that time.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pippen outside. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Outside Arenas. Lambier screen. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to McGrady. Stolen by Carter. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Now, here's Looney. following the miss by Anthony Davis. 5 on the clock. Serbia. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's Reed, high post. And the dunk by Reed.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Miller outside. To the left wing. For the 3. Serbiak, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. And that one's good by Novak.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for your Timberwolves.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. There's the screen. Here's Serbiak. He's looking for Looney and finds him.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Minnesota.
Now Barbosa. 14 points for him.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Davis. Yep, it counts.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Carter missing. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for Minnesota. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. For 3, Barbosa. They get it back.
And it's about the 1-2. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 9. Carter outside. Screen by Siakam. And it's Carter missing. And here we go with Barbosa heading to the hoop. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lambeer for 3. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now, here's Van Exel. Outside Pippen. McGrady outside. Bulls from the top of the key. The putback. Davis on the follow.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Screen by Giannis. Put that bucket in no time at all.
And such creativity from Arenas. Some of the ball handling moves he pulls out are just unguardable.
To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Carter with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Kicked by Randolph. The 3. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Carter. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Good defensive effort, but against Carter, it's not enough. He's just too explosive.
Releases. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Portland ball.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
And maximum effort. That's what you see from Scottie Pippen game after game. He looks for ways to affect the game every minute.
And he nails the 3rd. And here are the Blazers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Lambira screen. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Pass to Pippen. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Back to Pippen. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Pippen's got 6 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And finished off by Davis.
We've seen a lot of that through the years. AD getting to the rim and finishing with bad intentions.
Outside, Lambier. And Davis sends it back. Pippen outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. And here are the Trailblazers now. And the rejection by Pippen.
Elite at both ends. Pippen sees the play develop and then the perfect timing on the block.
.146 left here in the fourth quarter. Randolph in the posts. That's tipped. Carter looking around. No good from outside.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Pulls it from the elbow. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Scottie Pippen.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Second team foul.
And here's Portland. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Arenas. From deep, here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And a terrific offensive display here from Giannis, just reminding us of how dominant he can be.
McGrady outside. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had...
I get it times 2, you the eye me. let me remind you. No, they try me, but nobody make up my belly. Yeah.